Hey guys, so the last 7 days I've done very strict carnivore diet to heal a bunch of issues. So just a quick overview about I've been for about 20 years I've been trying to heal a bunch of food issues. Started with excessive acne, and then that led to a lot of gut issues, IBS, and then eventually I got histamine intolerance and tons of eczema all over the place, and really bad eczema on the face. So I've tried every single diet I can imagine, and I have tried that. I've been on keto for a while. And on keto I found it difficult because of the cravings I used to get, but it did slightly make things a bit better. And then that led to I've tried carnivore before, but it wasn't as strict as I've done it this time. I still used some oils like olive oil and stuff. But the last 7 days, today's the seventh day, I have eaten basically beef, raw beef liver, some raw lamb liver, and one day I had lamb and some chicken, but most of it was just whole cuts of beef. And I've had some incredible results. It's nearly been a miracle. I haven't really been able to get over how amazing it's been. So what I wanted to do is just go by basically day by day, let you know what I found each day, some things that I found healed and got better each day, and then right at the end of it, I'll let you know sort of an overall summary, and I'll give you some negatives as well. I'm reading off a screen here. I don't like doing it, but I just don't really want to forget anything. So day one, nothing to report, but day two was when all the stuff I started to notice began, all the good stuff. So the night of day one, I slept a solid 7 hours, 7 to 8 hours straight. Usually, I mean, my whole life I've had issues with sleep. Usually I'd sleep from, I'd go to bed at maybe 8 or 9, depending, and then wake up at midnight or 1 or 2 and just not be able to sleep again. And this has happened nearly my whole life, especially with the histamine intolerance. If I eat anything that I get a reaction to, so that straight up, I was just shocked. I was just very peaceful after eating the meat, and just fell asleep and woke up feeling rested, and just didn't really take that long to wake up. Um, and yeah, day two also had a very peaceful feeling, more aware, more sort of conscious, just calmer, everything calmer and more focused. Tooth pain was lessened, but less irritation, less sort of anger and irritation coming up. I had a cut on my nose from the day before that sometimes I get around these areas with eczema, and that healed overnight, which was amazing. Um, and yeah, so that was day two. Day three, I did start to feel a bit tired, but I enjoyed it because I'm never tired. I've always been sort of go, go, go. And it was nice being able to sleep and just feeling tired and being able to rest. Um, this is the day that the food cravings went away. So I just stopped craving food. My body physically doesn't crave a specific food. I get hungry, which is an empty feeling, but it's not like with carbs where you'd think of a food and want it, and sometimes that would lead to me like binging on a shitty food or whatever. Just that went away, and that was out of this whole process. That was probably one of the best parts of it, which is um, just being off that insane roller coaster ride that is the ups and downs of eating carbs, and just wanting more, and then wanting to binge on carbs, and just that entire battle. There's just no urge for it anymore, which has been magic. And then day three was when I noticed that my stool was a lot better, soft and normal, less wiping. This went up and down during the process, but normally if I'm eating carbs, it's basically diarrhea most of the time. Day four, so restless legs and fidgeting gone. I noticed I don't sort of bounce my legs up and down. I don't fidget as much, and that's lasted through till today. Um, and my mind started noticing on day four that I was less nervous. This sort of mental chatter, anxious chatter that's always going on, just calmed right down, and no sort of impulses and nervousness sort of thing. And just checking day 4. There was an increase in that sense of not wanting carbs. That actually increased a bit. And food just stops mattering. So I remember eating, I would get hungry, want food, eat meat, and then I'd forget about food. And that's it. It's that simple. Rather than with carbs, you'd eat, and then I'd keep wanting to eat, and I'd need to stuff myself full. But with meat, that just doesn't happen. I eat, I feel satisfied rather than stuffed, and then I forget about food, and there's no issue. There's no complications, and it's just amazing. And my knee is a lot better. I've had issues with my knee because I broke a bone a long time ago, and that on day 4 that started to get a lot better. Day 5 was when I noticed the skin really getting tons better. It has this glow to it now that I've never had before. Sort of, I don't know, a shine. Maybe that's the fat or whatever. Especially when I'm in the sun. The sun doesn't really affect me the same. I don't get really hot. I don't get really cold. It was just, and I wasn't burning in the sun. And this was only after 5 days. Teeth noticeably stronger on the 5th day. They don't sort of wiggle as much. They don't click as much. There's not as much pain, and they feel sort of physically stronger. And I've always had issues with my teeth ever since I was younger. And day 6, I noticed that the body wasn't as tight anymore. I don't need to stretch as much, even though I do a fair bit of weight training. I didn't need to stretch as much. Also, actually, this was back on the first couple of days. I smashed a whole bunch of records in the gym for strength training, which was amazing. Skin at day 6 was when the skin really became nearly flawless. I've never had that before. I've always had dandruff and flaky skin and dry skin and eczema and pimples and everything. It's basically very close to being flawless. There's no marks on it whatsoever, and to me, that's an excellent sign of health, an excellent sign that I need to keep going with this. And then I tested it all out in the supermarket. I went in, I smelled the bread, and I went through the fruit and all the carbs, and it smells nice, but there's no physical sense of wanting it, which is just amazing, just being off that roller coaster. And then day 7 is today. There was some overall improvements I want to go through. So digestive improvements I noticed, bathroom regularity, I'm going once, maximum twice a day, which is a lot less than I used to. Minimal bloating. All the hives that I used to have on my stomach are gone. Less nighttime urination, which used to get me up. When I eat fruit, I'm up 3 or 4 times a night, which is terrible. More regenerative sleep. Never really got sick of beef. I did eat lamb and chicken one of the nights, and I just didn't like. Chicken was good, but the lamb, I just didn't like it, and I wanted to just go straight back to beef. This never happens with plants. If I'm eating plants and carbs, I get sick of eating the same stuff all the time, but it just doesn't seem to happen with beef. No more dry skin. And then when breaking a fast, when eating carbs, I get this crazy sort of anxious excitement, but I'm on 48 hours and I'm about to break the fast in 45 minutes, and I don't care. I'm just going to eat, and that's it. There's no craziness surrounding it. At times my voice did seem deeper. Not sure if that's related. It might be. And my nails at some point during the process got a lot stronger, so they're not flaking or anything anymore. But I didn't want to just paint this perfect rosy picture, even though it's been almost a miracle, me trying to fix a lot of these problems for 10 years, and then suddenly they go away within a week, which is a miracle to me. But the issues, I wanted to go through some issues just so that it's balanced. So meals, because I just do it OMAD, I'm eating 1 meal a day. It takes me, 15 minutes to cook the meal and 15 minutes to eat it. So it's like a half an hour eating window. It's a lot less enjoyable to eat because, with carbs, you get I used to do layered OMAD. So I'd start with a salad and then have something else, then have something else. So it's a lot more an enjoyable process eating with carbs in a sense. But it's not worth it. With this, just eat and be done with it and forget about it. It's way better. I did notice some extra tiredness through the process. So yeah, sort of slightly less motivation and tiredness, which electrolytes and salt did help. But I think, I mean, it could be a transition symptom. I'm not sure. I'm going to keep going and see how that goes anyway. Some nausea. There was one time where I ate some beef and I felt I had the weirdest nausea I've ever had, and I started burping tons. That didn't happen before, and it happened a little bit the night after. So yeah, that was strange. I'm going to be eating beef again tonight, so I'll see how it goes then. And some minor bloating. I'm not sure how or why, but I did get it. And yeah, that's it. So for the future, definitely going to try to add some more omega 3s, experiment with some fish oil. I can't eat tinned fish because of the histamines. I might put in some carbs. I want to really get fat adapted first, so I'm not getting on that carb roller coaster anymore. But I definitely want to experiment with some carbs before the gym. So maybe some honey, or even small amount of berries, or some fruit or something, just so I can get that energy and power that you can get from carbs. Um, and yeah, if I start getting cravings, I'm gonna cut that out, because it's just not worth it. Those carb cravings. And I'm gonna add some plant foods, in terms of just adding some flavor to the meat, maybe some olive oil, maybe some herbs, spices, butter or whatever, if I can handle it. Um, yeah, just stuff like that to the actual food, just to spice it up a bit. But I might react to it, so who knows how that's going to go. But yeah, I want to keep going as long as I can, because this has been a miracle in 7 days. I mean, I'll put up the before and after photos now. You can see that it's just clearly disappeared. Basically, it's still there a little bit. You can see slight redness, but I mean, I've never been able to get these results any other way, and I just feel healthy in so many other ways. So this is definitely, I'm going to stick on this. I don't want to be dogmatic. I don't like that whole vegan type attitude. I'm going to probably eat a bit of plants every now and then, but I don't want to get on that roller coaster again, and I want to be healthy. So, that's my main focus in life. So yeah, I'm going to keep going. Let's see how long I can keep this going for. I'll keep updating and let you know what else it heals after time. I mean, if I can keep this going for 30 days, I'm sure things will be fantastic by then. So thanks for listening, guys. Appreciate it.